I'm back. I'm on my dipset shit, nigga. 20, 30 grand, one pocket. Found a car outside. Living like that. You niggas need to catch up. Slow close. NYC. Here we go again.
Dipset.
You ready to grind?
When it's repping time.
I be daily hustling, nigga. You hear me? You hear me? Shit, nigga. I got money on my mind, man. When you talk to me, I hope you niggas hear me. Mr. New York City. All the niggas want action. I gotta move it. In the group, but I ain't better. Say the roof collapse. I got my paper up, although I'm still goofy smacking. It's gone, fearing forward, car steering. 60,000 car wearing, just be the trial here, man. You should catch me walking cocky out the door, man. I eat my dust and buck 40 for the poor souls. Not in population, without the drops the race. We get money over here, what's your occupation? We're on top of things, yeah, we got them things.
Selling birds, you trying to cop a wing? The real Richie Porter.
Bright lights in my big city. My ice bright in the wrist silly. Shit, I risk it that time. Front page headline. The pedal hit the floor till the throttle red line. My pants slam, so I can show my ass. This 20 G's a pocket. That's cause we blowin' cash. When the rollers flash, good lights going past. Lights, cameras, photographs. Movies calling cash. The gas light is pricey. The timepiece is icy. And my niggas moving fish scales like the prices. I'm a racing dog, lawyers only take the judge. This is the chance you take. Try and put your brain in drugs. When we invade the club, standing on the furniture. Throwing gang signs, two-stepping with our bonus truck. We gon' blow you up like 3-story homes. We are the bomb, 100 G's on the charm. You think I own the clean is how I wash that paper. And now we at the dealer trying to cop all flavors. We at the dealer, dog. So how you feeling, y'all? Take it silly, y'all. Talking like we killing, y'all. Young and restless, live life reckless. House money on the necklace, the pigs want them arrested. Cause I'm obsessed with the guns and the vests. I stop, cause when you get in cake, the candles come with a death. Play for me, I start living. The hot cars and women, thank God forgive them. Hope the cop cars don't get them. The bitches on the doors at the club throwing steps. They Star Wars, they do 2, I do 4 back. And I'm back, it's Mr. New York City. My hat to the back, I stay flying in the frisbee. I still get it poppin', still can get it poppin'. Ain't nothing changed but the year of range. His eyes still moving with the swing. The gangsta
Die, they get money and move to Miami. Dipset. Yo, what's good, people? What's going on this evening? This is really brief. This was just some evening inspiration. I'm not gonna hop on camera right now because I'm in my pajamas. However, what I wanted to do was a couple of things. One, I want to make sure that everybody sees in the description, there is an invitation for this Friday. What I am having is another Brunch and Wealth, and we will have a gentleman by the name of Eugene Mitchell, and he started a $50 billion initiative. This is specifically about closing the racial wealth gap. So we're going to be talking specifically to African Americans and Latinos on how we can close the racial wealth gap. There's a study that shows that if Hispanics stay on the trajectory that they are on now, it will take them 87 years to close the racial wealth gap. And it's another study that shows that if African Americans stay on the trajectory that we are on now, it will take us approximately 2/3 of the length of time that we were enslaved. So 237 years approximately to close the racial wealth gap. So Friday is very important that you come. You can look in the description box, click on that link, and you can also register for that webinar. We will be giving away 10 free books. So there will be a book for you to go ahead and get some knowledge. The other thing I want to do is I want to show you guys a video from a brother of mine who is the first person who ever interviewed me here on YouTube. And I think the importance of that is he told my why. So a lot of people don't know why I started selling life insurance. Well, 2008, 3 days before Mother's Day, I got shot 5 times in front of my mother in my apartment complex in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Anybody who's from North Carolina knows Winston-Salem. And if you are familiar with Winston-Salem and you're familiar with the not legitimate, but the illegitimate or the streets of North Carolina in Winston-Salem, then you know they call that the Trefo. Well, I happen to have lived out there and I was doing what's called kicking up dust. And if anybody is familiar with illegitimate things, you know what kicking up dust is. So I was out there kicking up dust and I encountered some guys and they put 5 bullets in my body in front of my mother 3 days before Mother's Day, May 8th, 2008. Okay, so I want to first show y'all that video, but before I show y'all that, I also want y'all to check out my website with my firm, CG Wealth Solutions. As you know, I do my own thing and I bring here to you the ADH Wealth Solutions, but we're going to take a look really quick at CG Wealth Solutions. And I want you to see the about. Okay, so here we have the CG Wealth Solutions Group, which is the firm that I belong to. And as you can see, we can tell you who we are. We help individuals and families with annuities, college savings, disability income, investments, life insurance, long-term care, and retirement. And if you'll see who we are, let's go to the about. So let's take a look at the about section. So the story of CG Wealth Solutions. This is our CEO, Charles Galliard. And if you look here, it says Charles is a professional financial analyst and award-winning sales director in building life annuity, disability annuity, long-term care, small business solutions, and investment agency distribution channels. Okay. His position, fresh out of college, was financial services sales representative at Mutual of Omaha. And in 2011, that's where Charles and I's relationship began, because I began working with Charles in 2011 at Mutual of Omaha. What ended up happening as we grew, we decided we didn't want to be under one particular company. So we decided to branch out and do our own thing. Now, Charles himself has earned a Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration, and Criminal Justice from Fairmont State University in Fairmont, West Virginia. Now, he took that degree and certifications, as well as the entire, most of us in the firm have our life, health, accidental, and Series 663 licenses, and the 24 for those of us who manage subordinates under us. Like myself, I have a team of 3 agents under me who are not listed on this website. If you'll see, the CG Wealth Solutions Group has licensed representatives in the following states: New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Georgia, West Virginia, Missouri, Texas, Virginia, North Carolina, and Florida. And if you look here, we see Sharon Crames, and Sharon Crames is our firm director of talent acquisition. So if anybody has interest in working in financial services, this is the young lady that you're going to meet. Then you have Thomas Hayes Jr. Now, he is the firm director of training, and he's also one of our financial services representatives. So actually, he was also with Charles in 2011 when we met at Mutual of Omaha. And then you have myself, the newest member of CG Wealth Solutions, the Alonzo Hall. And some of the people who know me in this space know me as the Blue Blazer. And you can see me with my uh, namesake Blue Blazer on. And I am one of the financial services representatives, and I do recruit and train at least my team. So the next thing I want to show us is a gentleman by the name of the Chronicle. And the Chronicle is a person who, like I said, is a brother who interviewed me the first time I needed to be interviewed here on YouTube. And I think it's very important that we see this because he actually helped me to explain the why. And when I say the why, it's why I got into selling life insurance. Okay. Like I said, 2008, 3 days before Mother's Day, I got shot 5 times in front of my mother. I was a young black man who was out here trying to find my way. And in finding my way, I ended up finding my way to some trouble. So let's take a look at this really quick interview. Good afternoon. My name is Alonzo Hall, and I'm here to talk to you about one of my whys. So, I am a life insurance agent, and it's very important to me. And as you'll see, I'm sitting here in my backyard looking at the beautiful sky, reflecting on life. And I reflect back to 2008, 3 days before Mother's Day. And I got shot 5 times.
Where'd you get shot?
I was in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I got hit in my shoulder, it grazed my elbow, through my back, my right ear, and grazed my head.
Life altering, huh?
Definitely life altering. Um, I went through a very deep depression, um, and there was a point where, from it, I felt like Superman. So I had actually become a little more reckless in the, a little more reckless in the things that I was doing. Um, and it made me realize a couple of things. Ironically enough, that I had to grow up and make a decision because I'm originally from New Haven, Connecticut, and I was living in North Carolina. I had no idea how, if I died, how was my family gonna bring my body from North Carolina to Connecticut or pay for a funeral or any of that stuff. So a few years passed by, and I got into um, the state of New York. I met the love of my life, and I saw a commercial for Aflac, which was an insurance company, and it said, if you like to help people and make money, this is the business for you. So, I suffer from chronic pain because I got shot. My entire shoulder. I will never have full range of motion again. There's a lot of things that happen to you for trying to live the street life. And one of the favorite songs of mine, I'm dating myself here, but 50 Cent said, react like a gangster or die like a gangster for acting. And unfortunately, a lot of young men in our um, um, demographic end up having to act gangster because that's what's popular. Unfortunately, the respectable business person or that hardworking everyday man isn't considered cool, and maybe it should be. So again, the why that I started to sell life insurance is because I almost lost my life in front of my mother before Mother's Day. That was a really scary thing. I still have nightmares about it today. I still like when the fireworks are going off. I was point blank range. I literally staring down the barrel of the nine. So I saw when they flashed the first bullet that hit my shoulder. It felt like It felt like a cartoon. It felt like Wile E. Coyote had, or Bugs Bunny had a sledgehammer, and he came running from miles away and just said, well, bam! It hit me in the shoulder. I didn't even know what happened. I didn't know it was shot. I was like, what happened? And then I looked at the dude, and he's still letting off, and I'm looking at him, and bullet time is real because everything slowed down. And I'm looking at this dude, and I'm like, wait, he's shooting a gun at me. I should probably get out of here. And I literally walked, not ran, not nothing, walked away. And my mother came running up towards us, carrying a knife, and they ran. And she was screaming like, oh my goodness. I didn't even know I was shot until my mother was like, oh my God, you're shot. At which point, I then let the adrenaline stop rushing and started screaming bloody murder, telling these dudes, yo, I'm going to get you, this, that, and the third, just screaming in the air angrily. Then my brother came out. I got in the back of his Jeep so he could drive me to the hospital. Then I started to feel my body get cold. My breath started slowing down, and it started getting dark. And I was really cold. And that's all I remember. And then I remember waking up in the hospital, and they cut my clothes off. And then the cop had brown paper bags on my hand asking me if I shot back. And then um, they asked me to give a description of of the person who shot me. And I had to give them a description of me. I was like, as a black guy, uh, between my height and weight, wearing clothes. It was dark. I didn't see anything. Um, and it was a really weird situation, but it was one that I lived through. Um, and like I said, I have chronic pain to this day, and it's not something that I would ask anybody else to want to live through. But again, looking at having died, my mother didn't have $1,000, and GoFundMe didn't exist back then. So how was I going to get buried? How was I going to save money for the future? So I realized that in the African American community, we're not taught about this. So what I do at ADH Wealth Solutions is I help you to identify and protect your lifestyle from someone who's probably lived a similar lifestyle or knows a lot of the plights that you may have. I also know about being wealthy, and I can help you with that too. So that's a quick synopsis of my story. If you have any questions, I'm glad to answer.
Here's
tens of millions in drug profits from the United States and Mexico had begun exploiting an unlikely haven: life insurance policies. So, am I muted the whole time? So, we have life insurance policies that, we have life insurance policies that are hiding drugs. All right, are you guys able to hear me now? So again, I'm actually going to get ready to hop off of this because it's 10 o'clock at night. And like I said, I don't really like to go live. I like to come to these spaces and watch my peoples a little more than I like to go live. Y'all are going to get those pre-records from me, though. So, again, the Colombian cocaine cartel had $80 million of dirty money in life insurance policies, right? Let me expand this in case you can't see it. But it's a New York Times article from December of 2002. And literally, law enforcement officials said today that Colombian cocaine traffickers seeking to launder tens of millions in drug profits from the United States and Mexico had begun exploiting an unlikely haven: life insurance policies. So the next time one of you Negroes who's from the hood tells me I'm good on life insurance, I'm going to just take out my gat and bust you in the fucking face, because apparently you making more money than the Sinaloa cartel, which ain't true, because most of you niggas ain't even getting supply from the Sinaloa cartel. Right? So, most of you niggas cocaine is stepped on, and it's gray. It's not sticky, pearly white shit. Good cocaine. How do I know? Because I was involved in that type of shit. I know people who were involved in it. At any rate, I'm not going to incriminate myself too much. But make sure y'all come to that brunch and wealth. Because again, I know about being from the bottom, and I know how to help you get to the top. So look out for my book. And thanks for everybody who comments, likes, subscribes, shares. I also want to appreciate my man Sheed. He always comes and supports. Thank you for the most recent Cash Apps. It's only going to help to make the show better. You are actually part of the reason that hold on, let me turn on the camera. You're actually part of the reason that I went and bought this mic. Your Cash Apps helped me buy this microphone. They helped me buy this boom stand. They helped me buy the computer chair. So we about to be going now. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and bounce. Much love, peace, power, and make sure you elevate, because that's what we do. With that being said, I almost went a half hour. Damn. Peace out. Black Wall Street. He wears a red bandana.
Why you snitch on me and tell me that?
Fuck the po-po. If the shot pop can be, but I let my bandana hang in the city of angels, we gang bang. Way before I met fake. Chitty chitty bang bang. Chitty chitty bang bang. Lay Chucks up. NYC. Down the street. How for cocaine. Just don't bang. For bending in a gold chain. And the Drake. Jesus walks. I'm in New York. He wears a chitty chitty bang bang, nothing but a crib thing. Uptown, downtown, blue flags all around. He wears a red bandana. Gangsters don't die, they get money and move to Miami. He wears a red street. Oh.
Stop snitching, stop lying, and DVD. In store, it's 6. It's a tell-all, nigga. Wait till my movie comes out. I'm glad they based on my life. With that knockoff 8 Mile shit. You can never be Eminem, motherfucker. You ain't lyrically inclined to know you be chasing now, CIG on top. And in the modern day, today, tomorrow, next week, you can't fuck with the gang, nigga. What famous DJ could do the storm? Black Wall Street.
Black Wall Street.